And this is a long time thing that we've talked about many times. Approximately $93 billion in savings leaves the U.S. retirement system annually because Americans cash out prematurely. Today, Retirement Clearinghouse is collaborating with Fidelity Investments, Vanguard, and Alight Solutions to create a consortium of workplace retirement plan record keepers. It is called Portability Services Network, and it's intended to help those underserved and undersaved. And joining us now with more on this is BET founder Bob Johnson, also the founder and chairman of the RLJ Companies and chairman of Retirement Clearinghouse. Progress being made, Bob? We've wanted to do this. Explain why it would be so important, why it would help so much to get people more ready for retirement.
Joe, good to be here with you and Becky. And I think you know that many times I've come on Squawk Box, I've talked about closing the wealth gap between black and white American households. And one of the big causes of that wealth gap is no savings or the lack of savings and investment. And 401k is exactly savings and investment that's done through your workplace. Mm-hmm. The problem is, which we focused on along with the record keepers, Alight, Fidelity, and Vanguard, is that African Americans tend to cash out at about 63%, much higher than white Americans and others. And I'm talking about people with $5,000 or less in 401k accounts. They tend to cash out. You take the cash out, you know the drill. Penalty, taxes, and most importantly, loss of compounded savings and investment. Right. So here is what we did, along with the record keepers, and this is phenomenal, where the large record keepers said, Bob, how do we take your IP, your intellectual property that was created at RCH, to create a system that allows for the free flow of data between people when they go from job A to job B. And that's what the record keepers are expert at doing, at tracking that information. We're expert at creating a central hub that allows that record, that 401k account, to stay in the system.
So basically, a lot of this is just accidents because it's too difficult to kind of keep up with some of this stuff.
The problem of cash out is, one, in some instances people need money, but they mistakenly think if I get the money now, I'm going to be better off, when savings is obviously a better option if they can. But the technology is simply saying, we're going to make it easy for you to make the right decision. Because when you change your job, your 401k account follows you. It stays in the system. If this program works as the way we and the record keepers have created it, we're operating this, and this is a most important point, Becky and Joe, we're operating this like a utility. Lowest cost, maximum benefit to the participants who seek to keep their 401k account in the system. So black Americans over a generation would put about $619 billion into retirement savings for themselves and their families if this program becomes nationwide, which we expect it to do. Starting off now with Alight, Fidelity, and Vanguard, we've got about 40% of the workforce in terms of 401k asset management. That's a critical part. Scale becomes the most important part as we go forward, i.e. more savings, more closing the wealth gap, more opportunity for black Americans to have retirement outcomes that are in their best interest.
I remember talking about this before the pandemic with you. You've been working on this nonstop. You're getting closer and closer to where this. I mean, this is something near and dear.
Joe, I've been at this along with my CEO, Spencer Williams, the head of RCA, for almost 12 years.
12 years.
Through three administrations. Started with Obama, Trump, and now. And finally, we've been able to, and the record keepers believe in this. This is as much mission as it is anything. And that's why we operate at this utility level cost. Very efficient in terms of cost, and most importantly, very inexpensive for those people who want to keep their 401k in the system and therefore improve their retirement savings.